We'll do roll call. We'll go ahead and call the meeting of the conference board to order, and we'll start with roll call.
Holm? Altringer?
Here.
Conley? Hawkinsmith? McCoy? McCoy?
Here.
Okay. Okay, the mayor's Cramey, O'Connor, Benz, Elrod, Carver, Edwards,
Here.
Boson, Gatto's here, Mayor Pro Tem, Kakmareski, Elkhart, Davis, Gilch, Derenfeld, Jensen, Phillips, Kurowski, Karsgen, Webster, Anderson, Andewig, Trimble, Jones, in the schools, Romans, Vandahar, Carpenter, Margarano,
Here.
Chamberlain, Borman, Mortensen, Crabb, Kent, Montoya Starr, Barons. We have a quorum, Mr. Chair.
Very good. At this time, I'd ask for the minutes have been distributed, ask for a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes and approve as printed. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The minutes are approved. Next item is compensation study. Have we completed the compensation study from the old business that we were carrying over?
Yes, we got the final report a week ago yesterday, Tuesday of last week.
Okay. Is there any discussion about the compensation study, or any findings that you want to share with the group?
I'll just give a real brief summary of what it is. Last year at the conference board, I was asked to commission a salary study, a compensation study for my office, and also hire the same firm that Polk County hired a couple years ago when they did their compensation study. So we hired McGrath Human Resources Group from Jamestown, Tennessee. And I think what we found after reading the report here this last week kind of confirms what we were trying to achieve last year, that trying to get our current salary ranges and pay levels aligned at or near the top of our competitive properties or our competitive labor market. And we had 10 of the largest assessing jurisdictions in Iowa. That was our market as part of this study. And at the back of the report, Appendix A and Appendix B was really their final recommendations. And it really came down to the final recommendation to have us assess these guidelines or guideline recommendations, and then use that as we update and develop our current compensation policy, which we're going to do. Obviously, we hadn't had time. We just got the report last week. So when we get time, I'll sit down with my chief deputy and with my directors, and we'll go through this report in detail and use it to update and develop our compensation policy.
Any comments, discussion related to the compensation study?
forever ago, but thank you for the follow-through and getting the study done and presented.
Thank you.
Thank you. I would just, excuse me, was that somebody wanting to speak?
Yes, this is Kim Martorano, if I may.
Yes.
It was mentioned during the presentation, beyond the fiscal concerns that I have, I must formally object to the timeline. The conference board received the original meeting notification on February 9th. The documentation we didn't receive until the afternoon of February 13th, and being asked to vote on this today, the 18th, has left us with only, 2 full business days to review this information, and it has prevented meaningful collaboration with my board colleagues. It has denied me the opportunity to consult with my fellow board members and to find common ground before me, undergoing this vote. I think that I believe it undermines public trust when we're trying to move this along so quickly with very little oversight. And you've said it yourself that you haven't even had a chance to dive into this because you yourself did not get it until Wednesday.
Well, just for the, I guess for the information of the body, this is merely informational at this point. We are not going to ask for an affirmative vote to approve the compensation study, and we will be together next month for
In March,
what is it, March
10th,
Yeah,
if the board approves that.
if the board approves it, to be back together again. But at this time, the compensation study, we won't be asking for any action on it today. It will be received and filed for consideration, future consideration.
Thank you for the clarification.
So if there's no other discussion related to the compensation study, we would just receive and file at this time and move on to consideration of the consolidated budget for the county assessor's office for the period of July 1, 2026 through June 30th, 2027. Randy, if you want to present the budget, that would be great.
Okay, yeah, I sent this out with my first email and had some highlights in there. The highlights, we have a 4% cost of living increase. I matched that up with the Teamsters here in the union, Teamsters Union here in Polk County. We try to match what the employees here in Polk County get. Printing and posting costs are going to go up. 2027 is a reassessment year, so we'll have 100% mailing of our assessment notices. So that's going to be 190,000 plus parcels we're going to have to mail assessment notices. So the cost for the printing and postage, you're going to see an increase of that in the proposed budget. Our estimated insurance costs are going to increase 7.4%. The proposed growth in expenditures for the proposed budget compared to last year's proposed, it's going to be 1.98%. So it's just under the 2% cap that I think you're experiencing when you're developing your budgets. The new property tax bills that are out this year, all of them include the assessor having that 2% cap that you have in your cities and the county as well. So we're going to be under the same limitation that you folks are, assuming one of those property tax bills gets passed. My proposed taxation rate per $1,000 of valuation is 0.22774. That's down 6.8% from last year's tax rate. Also in the budget, I have funds to employ special counsel to assist the county attorney if needed. And I do this every year as a contingency in case the county attorney comes to us and asks for help to get outside counsel So I put that money in the budget in case that happens. So I'm gonna ask for a motion on that, to approve that, we can hire outside counsel if the county attorney's office needs it. I'm also gonna, have money in the budget for our deferred compensation, program with the employer match. In 2023, I asked this board to, adopt a deferred compensation program that's the same that the Polk County employees have. And the employer match on that in 2023 was 4% of the base annual salary or annual compensation for the employees. I didn't know when I asked this conference board, but for department heads, the employer match in Polk County is 10% of the annual compensation. So I'd ask the conference board if you'd consider a 10% employer match for the assessor position on our deferred compensation program. Again, there's money in the budget. That would be effective July 1st if you choose to approve that. I'm also going to ask, this won't be in the budget, but Polk County has paid parental leave for non-bargaining employees. And what this policy is, it's to provide paid leave benefits to support and ease the burden on employees with growing families. So paid parental leave is intended to provide opportunity for permanent county employees to take up a maximum of 4 weeks of paid leave to provide care immediately following the birth or adoption of a minor child. An approved paid parental leave is available following the first 2 weeks of leave for a qualified absence. So I'd ask you to consider that. There's no money in the budget that's necessary for that, but I would like to have that policy for my employees, and I'd like to have it effective immediately if that's possible. So with that, I'll be glad to answer any questions.
Questions,
Yeah.
comments, discussion on proposed budget? So let's go ahead and, at this time, I'd like a motion then to authorize the assessor on behalf of the conference board to, if necessary, employ special counsel to assist the county attorney if needed for any unusual claims. I think the last time we did this was Prairie Meadows?
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah, so, but beyond that, most of this is being handled internally by the county attorney, so.
Yes.
Is there a motion? Okay. Anna Wigg, second. Sarah. All those in favor will say aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Passes. Next, I'd ask for a motion to approve the proposed budget as presented, as you've outlined. All those in favor will say aye. Aye. Opposed?
No.
Do we have Kim? Okay, Kim. You've got that recorded. Abstentions? Okay,
So right now, you have 2 members of the school boards that are present for the school board unit. And when there's a tie vote, then there's going to be no vote made by the school board by law. So the vote's going to be 2 units for, 0 units against. So that's the way it'd be in the minutes.
very good. Item 6, we need to set a date for a public hearing on the assessor's consolidated budget as approved by the conference board. Do you have a recommendation?
I do March 10th at 4 o'clock here in room 120.
March 10th, 4 o'clock, room 20. I'd like a motion, and moved and seconded. All those in favor will say aye. Aye. Opposed?
Aye.
No, that is a school board meeting night.
Okay. Abstentions? Motion carries. Next, are there appointments to be made?
Yes, we have a vacancy on our examining board. Person that was on it resigned effective January 1st.
Do you have a recommendation for?
I do. Lois Hand Miller. Lois Hand Miller was a deputy assessor in my office. She's also been chief deputy assessor in Johnson County, Iowa. She's worked in assessors' offices in Texas and Illinois. So to me, she's very qualified as far as recognizing qualifications that you need to have to appoint a competent assessor to work here in Polk counties. And she's willing to serve on the board. The good thing about the examining board, they don't meet unless there's a vacancy in the assessor position. So they don't meet very often, normally.
All those in favor will say aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries.
I just want to point out the Yankee School Board now joined the meeting, so I don't know if that will count in your recording of the vote.
It will.
So we may want to go
When
back
did-
to that. Amy Romans is representing the Yankee School Board.
Amy, did you vote on this last issue?
I voted yay, and it's Amber, a yes.
Amber, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
So did you vote on the appointment to the examining board?
I am voting yes, so.
Okay, so the vote would be three units to 0. The school had 2 yes and 1 no. And Amber, did you vote on the setting the date of the public hearing?
Yes.
There's no vote on there, so that'd be 3-0. Did you vote on the,
There was a no vote on the date.
oh, I'm sorry. The vote's still 3 units to 0, 2 to 1 with the school board. And Amber, did you vote on the proposed budget as presented?
I had not voted because I had not been on. I don't believe that's the first one. I
Okay.
came in at the very last second because I was having tech
Okay.
issues, but yes.
Okay. And are you on the conference board too? Okay.
Okay, so we're now in the area of new business, and I think you've previewed, is there any new business?
I'll just give you a little update on what's happening in our office. Last year, you approved money to hire an outside vendor to replace our software that we have in our office, our computer-assisted mass appraisal software. CAMA is going to be the acronym. So we're in the process of going through that conversion, moving away from our legacy that we've had for, well, really since we merged with the Des Moines Assessor back in 1997. So our scheduled go live date on our new software is going to be in July. But part of that, when we convert, you're going to see things is going to be a lot different than what you're used to as far as our website. It's going to take us a while to get back up to where we're at now. We got to pay extra money for them to customize programs for us to try to, as best we can, match what we currently have on our website. So it's going to take a lot of time, so I ask you to be patient. As much as we can, yes. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to change in July, because once our data goes away, the website goes away with it. And we have a new website with the same vendor. And the other thing too, we're wrestling with now, and you might be doing this, the web content accessibility guidelines for the ADA, your website. Our website's not compliant, and we're working out issues with the county's helping us. We'll probably have more presence on the county's website than we have now, but we're concerned about lawsuits, putting our website out there. If we're not in compliance, there's a good chance we might get sued, which we don't have the resources to get sued. So it's going to be 2 or 3 months, because I think the deadline on being in compliance was April 24th, I believe. So just a heads up, that's coming, and you're going to see changes in our website before July, probably right around April, end of April. That's all the new business I have.
Okay, and then on the parental leave, I'm gonna ask for a motion to approve
Yeah, I'm sorry, yes.
basically, the overlay, Polk County's paid parental leave policy for the Polk County Assessor Office, so that we're consistent.
Yes.
So I'd ask for a motion. Yes?
Just in somebody who manages our benefits, do you know, does the county offset costs through short-term disability insurance
We
for
used
this
to.
program? Okay, so it must not have been cost-effective to
Right.
purchase as the offset?
Yep,
Okay, thank you for answering.
yep. So, so again, this policy would be 4 weeks paid parental leave for birth of a child or a adoption of a child. And this would be consistent immediately. And so I'd ask for a motion on that. Okay. All those in favor will say aye. Opposed?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. If there's no other business to come before us, I would ask for a motion to adjourn. All those in favor will say aye. Opposed?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? We are adjourned. Thank you all.
Thank you.